Fairy Tale is back, and the Golden Owl Guild arc is officially started. Chapter starts out with them heading back to the Glutina continent, and apparently Sabretooth is going to be in this arc, which I was hoping for, and I'm really glad is happening. The funny thing is that the reason they give for why they're coming is that they're just bored. Apparently, there just aren't any interesting quests to go on, and they said, you know what, we'll go help you find Athena. But yeah, since they're on a boat, all the Dragon Slayers are out of it. They can't do anything. Seasickness, how it always goes with them. But the thing that surprised me isn't that the Dragon Slayers are seasick, or the fact that Sabretooth is joining them. It's the fact that Jalal is joining them. Yeah, Jalal is going to be in this arc, which is a really cool thing to happen. Which makes sense, because his entire mission in the 100 Years Quest is to take down the White Witch, and, well, technically, here we go. Athena is the White Wizard. I mentioned this last chapter, but now they're mentioning in the story that it's insane that a doll is as strong as Zareth. That's insane to me. Like, that's insane to them as well. Like, that's just ridiculous. Like, damn. It either slowly got stronger over time, or Athena's apprentice, she was so good at alchemy that she just made the ultimate weapon off rip, which is ridiculous in itself. But still, Athena is powerful as Zareth. That's crazy. So their plan is to stop out in the city of Fillion, because that's where they got the information for where Athena is. And so they just want to, I guess, double check, because everyone already knows where the Golden Owl Guild is on the continent. It's the most famous guild other than Diablos, so they could just go straight there, but I'm guessing they're trying to get a little extra information on how it operates, who they are, etc. like that. Yeah, so apparently the city of Fillion is an industrialist mining town, which mines minerals for the purpose of alchemy. So they're heavily connected to the Golden Hour Guild, which means that they're in enemy territory. That should have been a red flag for the Fairy Tale Guild. But more than that, it's beginning to make more sense why this content seems to have better technology than Furia, because apparently alchemy is so important there. Same way how being a wizard is so important in Fiore, magic and wizardry. Yeah, so the Sabretooth Guild basically decided to go sightseeing. They're not even trying to find information on the Golden Owl or Athena or anything, really. They just want to enjoy themselves. I guess they really were bored, because they're just going to treat this like a vacation, basically. Yeah, so Sai's back, and the only reason I remember his name because it's literally written there. Because before I couldn't remember his name, I just called him Dumbass, because he's an idiot. So, yeah, Sai's there. He recognizes Gray. He sees that he's with Wendy, and he's making a dumb face. But the reason why Gray's making a dumb face is because he's talking about Feroce, because he thinks he's really cute. But apparently he thinks he's hitting on Wendy, and this apparently gets him really jealous. And apparently he's going to try to pick another fight. No, that literally did not work out the first time, so I don't know what the hell Sai's thinking. Urza and Jalal are investigating together, and she actually finally just asks the question, hey, why don't you join Fairy Tale? Jalal says he wants to, but he still has to pay for his crimes. She points out, already been pardoned. You should just join the guild and just move on. Apparently, Jalal refuses to just accept the fact that he does deserve forgiveness, and he's gonna have to get over all the things that happened in the past. Let's be honest, the majority of the evil stuff he did because he was being mind controlled, so I really don't understand why he just can't move past that. So a random guy shows up, most likely connected to the Golden Owl in some way. Not a member of the Golden Owl, but most likely has some kind of financial connection to them, because once again, the Golden Owl is pretty important to this continent. And the guy offers to take a picture of them because they're on a date. They say that they're not. Doesn't matter. Point is, as soon as he takes the picture, they basically teleport either into the camera or to some other location where they are just trapped inside of a room. I'm assuming it's the type of alchemy that turns you into basically either a photo or traps you in the camera. Turning into a photo is probably the most likely outcome, in my opinion. Just a little tiny photograph. And for those of you who are too young to know this, yes, photos used to be more than just on your screen or your phone. You used to be able to, hold them. Okay, next group is Lucy and Happy, which is an odd pairing. Well, they were with Natsu, but he got lost. And apparently, they run into an old woman who looks like a skeleton. Like, she has sunken eyes and no nose. Implies that she traffics in information. And so, Lucy, waringly, because she's kind of scared, decides to see if she can get any information about the Golden Owl Guild. And the old woman basically responds in a very menacing way, where there's another implication that she's also very much connected to them. Once again, they're in enemy territory. I don't know why they decided to split up and be so reckless. The funny thing is, we don't actually get to see what happens with this one. The old woman doesn't actually do anything. It just implies that she's a threat. So it could just be a red herring where she's actually not in support of the Golden Owl, but most likely she's a threat. And so finally, Natsu's all by himself, and a bunch of random dudes just attack him, and Natsu just knocks him the fuck out. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, but I'm going to assume it's Ishwada, and apparently he's part of the coal mining guild, Gaga Rocks, which, since they mine minerals to sell to alchemy, this heavily implies that this guy is obviously a supporter of the Golden Owl, and he immediately is going after members of Fairy Tail. I mean, it makes perfect sense. If the Golden Owl in any way is, like, destroyed or taken down by Fairy Tail, then this guy basically probably loses one of his best customers. I just think it's ludicrous that him and his men actually attack Natsu, because he even mentions that he knows he's from Fairy Tail, which means he knows he's taking on a wizard. Like, what made him think he could beat a wizard? But yeah, this is part of the course for every start of every arc. The Fairy Tail members show up, they all lose in the beginning, get beaten in some ridiculous way or whatever, and then they have their comeback, they crush all the underlings, and then finally they take on the big names. So in the next chapter, they're probably all gonna lose in some way. I mean, it seems that Urza and Jalal have already been taken out, but then they'll be able to, like, overcome it in the chapter after that. But yeah, things are probably gonna go south in the next chapter. That's basically how I see things going. And since the Sabretooth Guild doesn't seem to be being targeted, it's only Fairy Tail members, my guess is that the Sabretooth Guild are the ones who are going to save them after everything goes bad so they can get back on their feet and all that. But yeah, that's my prediction of the next 2 chapters. Fairy Tail basically gets wiped out, and then chapter after that, Sabretooth saves them. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up so you can enjoy more Fairy Tail and other anime things. Thank you, and have a great day.